Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Scotty. In this episode we will be touching on holdovers, dialing and combining the two together, and what applications you're probably going to utilize them in and what they look like in real time through your Optic. So stick around, that's coming up right after this. Right, so as you just know, to engage a target at a specific distance, we need to know what to apply to our optic. In MOA or mils, it doesn't matter. We need to know what angle of departure we need that bullet to be coming out of our barrel at. So in the illustration below, we've got our line of sight, and then we've got our ballistic curve. We need to find out how many mils or how many MOA we need to come up to engage that target. In the illustration that we're going to be using today, it's going to be at 550 meters with a 10 mile an hour wind coming from left to right, and we're going to be using the actual data from my 6 Creedmoor match rifle. Alright, so the first one we're going to go through is holdovers. So holdover is basically exactly how it sounds. From your 0 crosshair mark, which is going to be your center crosshair, from there we are going to be holding 3 mil up above that and then coming across, holding 1.1 mil into the wind. A, it's going to be quicker in most cases. B, you can switch between targets a lot quicker. The downside to it is you need a reticle that can allow you to do it accurately. So this is going to be the first illustration. Alright, so the second way of doing this is dialing. So what we're doing is dialing the 3 mil onto our turret and the 1.1 mil onto our windage turret. Now the thing that people get confused about, they think when you are dialing up on your turret that you're actually dialing your scope up. It's the complete opposite. So it's the opposite to what you're actually doing. So what you're actually doing when you're dialing up on your turret, you're pushing your reticle down or your scope down, and then when you readjust using your 0 mark, which will be your center crosshair, once you readjust onto that, you will now be raising your weapon system up the 3 mil that you have just dialed, and that's what's creating the bullet departure angle. The same with your windage turret. When you dial in your 1.1 mil left to hold into the wind, it's actually dialing 1.1 right. So then you adjust back onto your crosshair, enabling you to put your zeroed crosshair onto the target and engage the target. So watch the illustration and that will give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Alright, so the third and final way is dialing your elevation turret and holding your wind. This is how I shoot 90% of the time. If I've got time to dial my turret, I'll always dial my turret and hold my wind. So on the horizontal line in your reticle, most scopes will have closer hash marks on that one line at least. So it doesn't matter if you're shooting at longer distances, you can still gauge an accurate wind call by at least dialing your elevation, and then you can hold your wind left and right accordingly throughout the match and hold off as the wind changes. Trying to hold wind when you don't have a reference point is hard, inaccurate, and it can cost you points. So most of the time I'll always dial my turret at least and then hold wind. So we're doing essentially the exact same thing. When you dial the elevation, remember you're going to be pushing your scope down, and then when you readjust, that's giving you a bullet departure angle, the correct angle or your 3mm that you've just dialed on it. Then you will just do your normal hold into the wind. So we're not dialing this, so we're just holding into the wind. So they are the three main ways to utilize your scope and the MOA or mils to engage targets at different distances. I hope it helped. There's a lot of people out there that don't understand actually how the scopes work. So in the next couple of videos, I will actually be talking about scope internals and how it affects what you dial, how you dial, and we'll be touching briefly on front and second focal plane scopes as well. So I hope this video helped you out. So that's what's on the cards for the next video. So stick around and I will catch you in the next video.